Happy Friday! Hi, it's Stephanie. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my channel. I really appreciate it. It's Friday Sews, so it's a catch-all day. Friday, anything goes. I want to start with kind of, whoopsie. I want to start with some things that I've worked on this week, and I wanted to kind of share that I have things I should be working on. I showed in my last video that I'm going to make my granddaughter a dress. I should have cut that out. I had these cotton things that I made for Christmas, and I had a couple of people I promised them to. I should have finished those. There's like should-haves. I don't know. I feel like I should be working on this, should be working on that. And it's like, this whole COVID and being stuck at home, I just sit down and it's like, I don't want to do anything but what I want to do. I'm kind of like just whatever like strikes my fancy because that makes me happy. So I just sat down and I said, self, what do you want to make? Like, what do you want to make? Do that, and then you can do some of the should-haves. So I had this pattern. It's New Look, and it's 6439. Did that work? Somebody said, show it closer. 6439, and it's a tunic top and leggings. Now, this leggings look a lot like my skinny pants that I just made in blue, and I thought, is it different? So when I laid out this pattern, I laid out the other pattern over it, and they're a little different. It's like the blue is skinny pants, whereas these are more leggings. And I'm really excited to try them with some different fabrics. Let me show you what I came up with. The first thing I was thinking is, I would never do this. Like, I would never wear solid and pattern pants. I mean, I wear pattern pants. I don't know. I just don't have any patterned leggings. And I know there's that whole phenomenon that went around where everybody's wearing the, patterned leggings, the Lululemon. I don't even know what that is. But I thought, I'm going to match this pattern picture. I mean, I'm going to try and do something out of my comfort zone and stop doing the same thing. I feel like sometimes I look the same in all my clothes because they're all similar in what I like. So I chose this fabric from my stash for the bottoms and this fabric from my stash for the tops. Top. And this is super soft, very stretchy and lightweight. Like, it's kind of thin, and it's cold right now, so it's not a warm pant by any stretch, but it was kind of the first one, and the first one I don't want to make out of good fabric, because what if it doesn't turn out? I wasted my fabric. And I also wanted it to go together. Like, theirs goes together. See the orange top? And there's a little bit of that orange in the pattern. And this was like the only thing that I had that actually like had the same kind of feeling as the picture, if I'm going to use that as a guide. So I made these pants. They are great. Like, I love them. They just have a little elastic waistband, and they're fitted all the way down, just like leggings. And because it's so stretchy, they're not really tight. I'd like to make it without any alterations out of this less stretchy fabric, like some athletic fabric, because that might fit better. And I'm going to go and search for something because I'd like to do that. I need to get rid of this. Okay, note to self, no iPhone, no Apple Watch, no iPad in sight when I'm making a video, because it's like I'm trying to talk to you and I keep getting interrupted. I love all my friends that are texting and whatever, hubby, whatever, but it can wait. So there's nothing in here left. There's nothing in here left to ding. Okay, so what was I saying? I don't even know. I'm searching. I'm going to go online and find some exercising fabric. So that's enough about the pants. I'll show you me wearing them in just a second. This is the top. It's not finished, and I'm going to tell you why. Actually, let me show you me wearing both pieces, and then you'll see why. First up is these leggings. Elastic waistband. Super comfy. Love that. Love the way they turned out. And this is the top to go with them. I'm probably going to hem it as a top and not a dress, so it'll probably end up even about right there, like the pattern picture. Also feel like a couple of things I would say about this is, we talked about making things too big. I think this could come in just a little bit. And I was thinking, since I'm going to be reworking the sides, I'd like some pockets. So I want to put pockets, and I think I want a 3/4 sleeve just like the pattern. I think if I do those things, then I'm really gonna like this. So it needs a little work, but both of these things, I would wear this kind of clothes all the time. So they might be worth perfecting. It's a little long. I was thinking at first, leave them long and do the thumb hole, but really I just would rather have my sleeves right here. That's where I like them. So I'm going to hem it like a top. It'll look kind of like that, and just a little less bulk right here. Not tight. I hate tight clothes. Just more fitted. I'm proud of myself with my neckline. It's not perfect, but it's closer to perfect than most of my necklines. Love the color. Okay, so I think I talked in that video about this top. I said in my last video, things need to fit better, because when they're too loose, they just aren't flattering. And I feel like I was really tempted to not take this in because it wasn't that big. It wasn't too big, but I feel like it would just be, if it just was the minutest, maybe 1/2 inch on both sides, or just a little slightly more than that, it would fit more like the sweater right here. Don't care about the flowy part, but just right here. It just needs to be a little more close. And I definitely I want to copy this picture. So I want to do her length, which is top instead of dress. It's too short for a dress, but it's going to be a top over pants. And then the other is the 3/4 length sleeve, and these are really long sleeves. The other thing I thought, and I think I might have said this in the video, so excuse me if I'm duplicating myself, but I thought this needs pockets. I would love this top if it had pockets, but it does not. The pattern does not. And so I thought, I'll go through my patterns and I'll pick something that has a pocket, and I'll take the pocket and I'll put it on this dress. I couldn't find one. Not the side pocket, and I thought, well, I'll just draw one, and I thought, well, I don't really want to draw one. So I went to Joann's and I sat through, and I'm going through all the dresses and long tops looking for pockets, and you know, they were all the kind of pockets that are part of the dress, not the kind that just slide in from the side. And I found one model sitting. I should get this pattern. Hold on. Okay, first of all, I just went over to my 2 pattern drawers full of patterns and leafed through all of them to look for this one pattern, and it was not there. And all I had to do is go get my phone that I've taken out of the room and looked it up on my Air table, which I've talked about before, and I could have just scanned through and found the pattern. But I'm going to insert a picture of the pattern now, which I have made the t-shirt dress several times. But as I'm going through this Simplicity book, or whatever pattern book it was, whatever, it might have been New Look, but she's sitting there with her hand in her pocket in the button-up shirt dress, and I thought, I have that pattern, does it have a pocket? So I went into the drawer, pulled out the instruction, there it was, that it had a pocket. So I had to drive all the way to town, sit at Joann's, go through a pattern book to find out I had a pattern that had the exact pocket I wanted to draft into this top. So it's going to have pockets. That's a long story for nothing, but there it is. So I think this top may end up being a really good staple. And this is the kind of clothes that I want to wear right now. And I would like to wear cuter things. And so it's kind of loungy, back into my lounge sets. And I'm trying, this is kind of another thing I'm thinking about, is I'm trying to learn my fabrics better. I just don't know, what to call things. And so I've been doing more online shopping, and it's like I ordered these 2 just more or less to find out what they were. And I'm not in love with this color. It's too pale for me, but it's super soft, and it's a sweater knit. And it's kind of like, I'm gonna have to look it up and see what it's actually called, but it's really soft, and it's make a great lounge set when I get that totally perfected. And then this is a knit, and it's a gorgeous color, but it's funny because I think I have something in this color already. I'm not sure. So I got to be more careful about that. Somebody said, do I use the app for Fabric Stash? And I don't. I haven't. But I was driving home and I was thinking about it, and I've been talking about binders and trying to get more organized, and I thought I would like to have a binder of fabric so that I could teach myself what things are called. So like if I buy something, I could take a swatch out of both of these and put them in that binder and call them exactly what they are, because I've ordered them online and I don't know right now what they are, but I could look it up. And then I would start learning. When I watch other videos, they know the names of their fabric. They know what it's called, and I don't. Stretchy, not stretchy. That's kind of what I know. I know this is t-shirt. I know that. This is t-shirt knit. And this feels like t-shirt knit, but there's no ribbing at all. So I don't know. I just don't know. This one has a slight, tiny ribbing, but it's not a ribbed. I would not, like in the store, that's not ribbed. So I don't know. I think it would be fun to just leaf through my binder and know like where I bought it, you know, how much it was per yard. And then I'll know when I see it what I made out of it. You know, I'll know. And then what kind of fabric it is and what kind of care it needs. I wash and dry everything before I even make it so that nothing can happen to it. But nonetheless. So that's pretty much all that's been going on with me. It's been raining, and that's just like wet, miserable. We aired out our trailer, but it still was wet. It's closed up a little bit wet. And I don't know if you know what a hybrid is. You know, I talked about camping for the first few years of this channel. So if you're following me for the camper, we just took our camper up to our son's, and it was so comfy, so nice. It didn't rain while we were there, even though it's a very rainy area. And we have a hybrid. So the sides fold out and there's a canvas tent over the beds, which makes it humongous on the inside. It's a great camper. We're super comfy in it. And, but you just want it to be dry when you close it. So we had driven home in the rain, and somehow some water got on one of the mattresses. So we aired it out, and we went to close it, and it wasn't raining. It wasn't wet, but somehow one of those canvases was wet between the screen and the window, and we folded it up wet. And so I'm waiting for a dry day to get it back aired out again. It's just still winter, so it's hard. Winter's hard. So nonetheless, I need to get it aired out. And the mattress is now dry, but now the windows are wet. So waiting for I want dry day. I'm not happy about rain. It's just wet. It's miserable. I walk the dogs. My feet get wet. Their feet get wet. They track it in the house. We need rain. I know. We need it. But I look forward to summer. I can't wait for summer. I don't want to hurry. Like, okay. So I'm 61. I'll be 62 in a couple months. And I feel the countdown to my life. Do anybody relate? So it's like, I don't want to hurry. Like, I don't want to say I can't wait for summer, because that means I want to rush through a part of my life. I don't want to rush any part of my life. I would like my life to just drag out as long as possible. So no, I don't want to hurry up and get to summer, but I just love summer. I really do. And I love spring. And one of the things I love about spring is photography. And this year, you know, my husband's always going to take pictures. Even if he's quarantined, he'll be taking a picture of something. I don't take his pictures as much. I have to be like in front of something cool to take a picture. I use my camera for these videos, which is cool because we had just upgraded our camera gear right before COVID hit. And so I haven't had a lot of time to learn my new settings on my camera. And interestingly, I'm kind of veering off right now, but back to spring in a second. I spent a couple hours working on this camera settings for video. And this is the first time I actually set my own settings for the video. I couldn't figure out how to get out of auto on the video. So this is my choice. And I made it super light, and it may be too light because I do have a lot of lights on in here, because that's photography way. We like a lot of light. And so that it's all balanced, not a lot of shadows. I mean, I don't want any shadows, but there's some. So this was my first time, and I learned a lot. I mean, I had to delve in. I spent almost a whole day just trying to figure out some settings, video after video. And it was funny because it was super easy. It just took me a while to find somebody to tell me that. They were like, here's how you set it. Here's how you set it. I go, how do you get to that point? How do I get there? I know how to set it. How do I get to that? Well, anyways, so back to spring. I love spring for photography. Flowers, the green is a certain special green, and I love to go to this tulip farm in April. It's like March, April, all these tulips. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Let me just show you a couple of my tulip pictures. That's real. That's a real place. It looks just like the picture, I swear. And last year, because it was right at the time when they were doing the 2 weeks to stop the spread, they had to close. Nobody got to see it. They were posting pictures galore, but it's not the same. So we didn't get to go. Then nobody got to go. So hopefully this year, I mean, with social distancing and wearing masks, wouldn't we still be able to go see the flowers? I hope so, because it's like one of my favorites. And there's so many cool things to take pictures of in the spring. So hopefully we'll be, you know, we really weren't even out and about. I don't know about you guys, but when that first came down, we stayed home like they told us to. And I've been home a lot, but spring's coming and I want to take pictures. So what have you been up to? Are you on Facebook? Did you come find me? Are we friends? I love, love, love when you do that, because then I get to see what you're up to and I get to know people. I mean, you don't get to see every post because I don't know about yours, but my feed moves pretty fast. But if you come into the Feral Focus page, and I don't know, you guys, should I turn that into a group? I feel like it's a page, so it's open to the public, and really I want to be able to share without feeling like anybody can see it. So maybe it needs to be a group. I don't know if I can turn it into a group or if I have to close it and start a group. Stuff I don't know. Stuff I need to figure out. But nonetheless, it is there, Feral Focus. Come find me, Stephanie Feral 123 and Feral Focus the page, and let's connect. I want to see what you're up to. I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers' videos. So if you are watching this and you have a video, I'd love to watch your videos too. So just put a little link in the comments and I'll come find you. I'll come see you. I hope you're having a great day. Happy Friday. I'll see you next time. Bye now.